Good afternoon, morning, or evening, whatever time it is. I am the Mainly Digger. And it feels so good to say that. It's been months. It's been months. I got out to go metal detecting this weekend. I've tried in the past couple of days, or past couple of weekends. The ground was either frozen or I was at Disney. Uh, that was last week. And or because Maine's been having some weird weather where it's warm, and the ground gets thawed and then or semi-thawed, and then it gets rainy and then it freezes. So technical difficulties with the weather. But I finally got out and I got a place. This this place is something else. I'll tell a story right off. So that's what metal detecting is about. At least for me, it's you're finding relics. Everybody likes to find relics and coins and stuff, but it's the stories behind the relics and the coins, finding it. So I've been searching for new places. Found a couple good sites, possible sites. This site is in Waterville, and it used to be an old farm, like an old dairy farm, and they tore it down. Tore it down in the 90s. Huge farm. And I didn't know about it until like I was looking at the old maps, and I was like, what is that? It's just a huge place. It's just a huge place. And I didn't know how big it was until I actually went there. And you can see the foundations. You can see that it dates back to at least the 1850s. So the story goes, sorry, I went off on a tangent there. I go to the spot and there's glass everywhere. You'll see it in the video. And I find a couple of cool bottles, and I'll tell you the story behind the bottles too later. Um, there's just metal everywhere.
So I had to put the detector, I couldn't put it on the ground, so I had to put it up in the tree because there's so much metal here.
There's metal everywhere. I can't even metal detect. Like, it's everywhere. So I see all this glass, and my eyes focus on this rock. And on top of the rock is this pair of scissors. Just like someone used them and left them there.
Just sitting there.
They're rusty, obviously, but like they're an old pair of scissors. So that was, and I had to risk my life to get the scissors. I had to cross the glass.
That is a lot of glass.
To get the scissors. Definitely going back there with leather boots. There was a lot of glass, and you'll see.
So I found the site in Waterville, Sydney area, on a road that has been used since at least the 1800s. It's definitely a house site, but it's been torn down. So, and it's overgrown. It's awesome. I just like it. This is a cool place to explore, and definitely brought my metal detector. So it's gonna be fun. I love the gnarly trees. That's pretty cool. But if you look over here, it's pretty easy to say this because I've already seen it on the old maps that this was a house site. But start looking around, you see tires. It was a farm. It was a huge farm. See bottles. And then you have the old poop pipe. I don't use those anymore. Another old bottle. I don't know how old it is. I'm assuming it's old. But there's just stuff here. You see rocks and foundations. I love the trees, the gnarly trees. All right, I'm gonna start detecting now. I think I found where they dump stuff. All this stuff here. Let me get a closer look. All these bottles, milk bottles. I'm gonna guess it was a milk or a dairy farm. They just dumped them right there. It's crazy. I can't. So I had to put the detector. I couldn't put it on the ground, so I had to put it up in the tree because there's so much metal here. And I wanted to show you the glass also. Oh. So I had to turn off the camera to go get these. I found them on that rock there, just sitting there. It's just like surface fine, but like above surface. I mean, yeah. So that's cool. I love. This is what I love. All that is glass, like old dairy. This is an old dairy farm. That's cool. And the glass keeps. It just keeps coming. Like it's still there. This is dangerous. Found this guy. This is interesting. Oh, I found a piece of toy, part of a toy. Like I haven't used the metal detector once to find something in this stuff because it's all like surface finds. I'm gonna have to move away because there's too much stuff, cool stuff, but so much glass. There's so much glass. So first hole I dig, find this bad boy, which could be, I think it's off a tractor, could be a hinge. Pretty sure it's a hinge, and some barbed wire. So that it was down there, but that means no one's been here before. So awesome. So I was admiring this tree, going down. Oh man, I'm about to go out and do metal detect the field, and it's kind of cool. You see, like, you can see where this used to be a structure over there. There's some concrete, there's some stones. This tree's cool, but then, bam, old milk jug, and it's in. I'm not taking it out. It's in there. It stays in there.
So I moved from the upstairs to the dungeon, my basement. What I want to talk about is the Father John's medicine bottle that I found. It is broken. I didn't take it with me. There was a lot of glass there. But it's something that caught my eye, and I wanted to do a little research on it. I wanted to do a little deep dive into it. And it was pretty cool. So the particular bottle that I found was manufactured between the late 1800s, and they stopped manufacturing it in the 30s. 20s or 30s. Anyway, so it's just an old bottle. It's cool. I wish I took it with me, but it was already broken, and I didn't want to carry it around. But it's an interesting story behind the medicine. Its inception, its creation. It was created in 1855. Father John was a priest. His brother died of pneumonia. He gets sick, and he reaches out to two other guys. I forgot their names. And they give him this stuff, and it cures him.